You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Yeah, well, really, was there another song that I could have opened the show to other than the Liberty Bell March? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I could have done God Save the King, but, there are any recent copies that, have the God Save the Queen. Oh, yeah, this is going to be insane. John Jay, we are here to check out. There is a test cricket series now going on between the England and the national teams of England and India. There's a whole like 9 different countries and teams that are doing these huge international competitions. They visit each other, play like 5 matches in different parts of the country. It's a big event. Welcome everybody to a special late night Wednesday edition of Another Stupid Sports Show. I'm your host, Jim B. Angie, yeah, she's upset that I'm not in bed, but she's also a little bit able to deal with it over the good news that she's going to have Jim Harbaugh coaching the Chargers next year. So, yeah, it's mixed news all around. Oh, well. Fantastic. I am doing a cricket stream. Why am I doing a cricket stream? Yeah, I saw that from Logan earlier about about the Bucks hiring Doc Rivers. I was curious in what capacity. Meanwhile, at the end of the first, Seattle leads Chicago 2-1. Thank you for the update, True North. Well, it's 4 a.m., I believe, over in the appropriate time zone, as Luke would say. I'm taking this in on Sky Sport, actually. So, oh, as head coach. Damn. Well, well. Um, so off the top of your head, Logan, what do you think Doc Rivers is going to bring to the Bucks that'll make him a good coaching fit? Oh, wow. And they're talking up apparently how India's uh, s- speed bowlers do apparently take more wickets than their spin bowlers, even though they apparently come to India and you just think, oh, it's all about spin. You know, it's like Nolan Ryan fastballs next to somebody who's been perfecting split knuckle balls and screwballs and all sorts of stuff. Great with players. Okay. It was not a no swing on that first bowl, and it looked like it completely missed the wicket. So we are the second pitch of Duckett's at bat. And once again, that second bowl goes wide. Meanwhile, St. Louis, Vancouver is blacked out in your area at the start of the second. All right, Luke, I will do my best to keep you updated. Well, this is being played over in India, so I'd imagine it's about closer to midday. All right, on that next pitch, he actually gets it out to the field, but doesn't choose to run. He'll stay and, I guess, continue the at-bat. It'd be like 11 a.m. Okay. Oh, Crowley faced the first one, not Duckett? Okay. Oh, that... Oh, okay. They must have changed the lineup on me because I had from the broadcast they had Ben Duckett going first. All right, another close challenge on the wicket. As four bowls so far in this first over. And England looks like they're not going to give ground and just give them a free shot at the wicket. Crawley is the tall one, Duckett is the shorter one. All right, hopefully I will get a shot where I'll be able to tell them apart. Ah! All right. And now on a hit from Crawley, they managed to knock it out near the boundary. It is fielded. However, the batters can switch place, and England gets the first run of the series. On the fifth pitch of the game, yes, it is. This is a Screw City. And I guess that is our sponsor tonight. If there is anybody wandering into this stream by accident who are wondering why is the naive American doing a cricket match, I got talked into it. But all right, Duck hit a bit of a almost whiff. It depends on how many innings there are, John Jay. Sometimes it's just one inning each, sometimes there can be two. Right now, I believe, well, actually, I'll let Luke correct me on how much of this we can expect. I'm only going to be on for a couple of hours because this is, way past my bedtime. Mm-hmm. And damn, they managed to find a hole in the positioning of the Indian fielders, and yeah, that was Crowley. He knocked one all the way to the boundary, which is a 4-point play, and England are now up 5-0. And there goes another one from Crawley. Rolls all the way through, and another 4 points for England. All right. Well, thank you, Cornman. I appreciate that. How many Rouges have each team scored? precisely one rouge so far. Because so far the scoring has been one hit that was fielded but resulted in a switch of batters. And then we've had 2 4-point plays from Crawley. And apparently it's 9:40 in the morning. Oh, nearly able to get that in, but nothing doing. I think we're already into the second over of the game, and so far we have a decent number of runs for England. Thank you to Crawley. Usually the hundreds, I would think, but at least that's what I've observed from checking up on cricket scores. And that hit from Crawley goes off his leg and just sort of dribbles away. Nobody decides to run. Some nice spin on that pitch. On that bowl, excuse me. Six, 5, and 5, 7. Yeah, that is a bit of a disparity. And a second over is now completed, and they can pitch it past him, but they just can't manage to take that wicket. Anything below 200 is bad. Anything above 400 is good. All right, we have our range. Because depending on how well people bat and bowl in this game, the game could take a while. Essentially, like Crawley could be in for like 50 minutes at bat if he doesn't bat himself out or take a leg before wicket or straight up, get the wicket knocked down behind him. All right, we have found a gap. How many run backs are they going to get before it is properly fielded? They say 2. Okay. All right, so we got a 2-point play after our initial rouge. And let's see who they are going to be giving the credit on. Oh, is that? I think that play was. Yeah, that's 2 runs to Duckett. Oh, no, but that one just dribbles away, easily fielded. They're not going to make a challenge. True North, are you familiar with an old movie called Hopscotch? It has Walter Matthau in it. If you ever get a chance, find that movie, give it a watch, and, maybe take some inspiration. And I do mean it in a positive way, like you should definitely keep that in your back pocket just in case they decide to do you over. All right, Corn Man, I'll give you the time. Iowa Western Riders. Yep, we're doing our best to be quite Ben Murphy today, Logan. Especially since I am up late. I am up so late. I usually am in bed by now because I'm an old man now. I'm not cool anymore. hoping the clearance will allow you to see hidden YouTube videos. Well, best of luck. All right, now here's another bull on Duckett. I am just right in front of him, but he manages to chip it away. Batters can't advance, but so getting our way into the third. Nearly done with the third over, and England trying to slowly build up a lead. India still looking for the first wicket of the match, and that rolls away. And Duckett finally finds the boundary. And he is going to add another 4 to England's total. Well, the way that I've observed the game so far is that the way that the English batters have been just angling their shots, they are managing against the setup very well. And once again, they manage another good hit to the boundary. That's another 4. Oh, that's a few too many. We're at 19-0. Van Duckett now has 10 runs on the game. Zach Crawley has 9. Fairly typical. Honestly, actually, John Jay, pause for the cause was saying that one of my college teachers used to say. We'd had a very long class period, and he would break it up with a 10-minute break in the middle, tell us to take our pause for the cause, do what we had to do before we coming back and plowing through the second half of things. Meanwhile, MKI has been out so long he's seeing ghosts. Fielder manages to save that one. I think they thought it was going to go all the way to the wall. They do manage 2. And those 2 runs will get credited to Crawley. He's now 11 on the day on 12 balls, on 12 pitches. Usually a milestone MKI is whenever someone's able to pull off a century or 100 points. And congratulations on getting old technology to work, Cornman. It's the eternal battle. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last injury that I heard them mentioning is when they were going down who was going to be in the game and for what reason was somebody coming back from a stress fracture. So, all right, next delivery to Duckett, and he manages to get a nice drive out to the boundary. Another 4. I'm sorry, that 4 is going to Crawley. Forgive me. He now has 15 points on the day on 14 pitches. Welcome back. No kidding, 2004? That is impressive. All right. Solid contact, but right to one of the close fielders. That shot is actually called a drive. Is that what it is when give me a further clarification of that so that I know which what is it is it where the ball travels on the ground? If it goes unimpeded all the way to the boundary, then it's called a drive? Exactly, Justin. Let's go cricket. So far, it's some decent bowling so far. They are up 25-0. 400 for West Indies versus England. And once again, I am lucky enough to get this stream because I get to see all the international brands that no one has ever heard of, and I recognize the name Harvey Norman. Another at bat. Once again, right to the fielder. Oh, we got our first commercial break when they have to switch for the over. All right. Depends on where it's played. Played straight or at an angle less than 90 degrees is a drive. Ah, I gotcha. So when you say the angle, it'd be like from where the batter is facing front to just in front of his sides. I gotcha. And if it goes behind, if he swings and he makes contact, but the ball ends up going behind him, I'd assume it'd be called something else. All right, next over is starting. It's the fourth over so far. Here in the top of the first, England decide to bat first when they won the toss. Got right back to the wicketkeeper. And Duckett knows that he can't do anything. Meanwhile, some great bowling by India prevents them from getting anywhere. Yeah, I saw the Pistons won a game against Charlotte, who aren't exactly lighting things up in the National Basketball Association, but hey, a victory is a victory. Meanwhile, Milwaukee defeating Cleveland. Yeah, I remember seeing that. And, oh, Memphis got themselves a victory. Good for them. Next pitch to Duckett, and that one dribbles away. All right, we could very well have ourselves a maiden over. I just looked that up today, and that is if it's 6 legal pitches made by a team that do not result in any runs scored for the batters. Name of the shots behind depend on whether they're left or right-handed. Gotcha. Oh, that's another legal pitch, and getting very close. Like, I always think of it as like it's a weird thing to say it, but like baseball with two bases, one base path, and nope. Ooh, managed to get that one past Duckett, but it doesn't knock down the wicket. Oh, gets underneath his. Oh, that was so close. It got behind him basically under his bat, but then bounced over the wicket. We were nearly there. Yeah, yeah. 11 field. The whole field is in play. All right. And this over will end with a single run by Duckett. 13 pitches, 13 bowls faced, 11 runs. So yes, MKI is right. We got ourselves a rouge. And once again, Cricket for Dummies things, what happens is you're trying to hit the ball far enough so that these two batters that are on the field can switch places before the ball gets thrown back and they are declared out. Monty is basically burrowing his face into a blanket right now, making biscuits. So I think he just wants me to go to bed so that he can sleep next to me for a few hours. Hey, Justin, just enjoy it and ride the wave while it is here. Detroit sports is having a minor renaissance. Hey, I may not understand strategy and when you want to play when you want to when you would want to place certain fielders at certain positions depending on certain batters, but I I have been able to pick up the exact gist of the game, so the terminology is starting to stick a little better, Luke. Don't worry. Um, did they get that off the bat? Nope. Wicketkeeper gets it, but nothing hits it. Not really, because matches can end in a draw. Yeah. Whether I stream the Super Bowl, whether I'm actually watching the Super Bowl when I stream, or whether I'm, pointing a camera at a duck is still to be seen. Oh my goodness, another miss, but once again, no contact. All right. And once again, they're going after Duckett. Yeah, the song dedicated to Joe Barry. I can't wait to see what this song is. It's another miss, and it feels like they have found where they need to aim with Duckett. In the terms of the old film Mr. Baseball, you have a hole in your swing, Duckett, and they think they might have found where to aim. Mm-hmm. Very true, True North. All right. India bowling fantastically well once again. That is 5 pitches so far. They're able to get them past. Oh no. Oh, never mind. That fifth pitch is a no ball because he stepped over the line when he delivered it. So that goes back. They have to pitch again in order to get the over to proceed. All right. Now, in case you didn't figure out what happens, like if you think that the bulk rules are weird and arbitrary and dumb in baseball, look up how many things that a bowler in cricket has to do as far as how much they can approach, how many times they can rotate their arm, how far they can go before, how much they can no longer step after they deliver it, how much they can hyperextend. With a no ball, a run is added. Yeah. And that gets credited to neither runner, I think. And now we have one that goes through. Duckett has found the boundary. And England is now up 31 to nothing after 6 overs. And the Avalanche are whooping the Caps 4 to nothing. As someone, exactly what Luke said. So if you step over the boundary line, which is where you're not allowed to step any further after you deliver it, that is a no ball. There are other things like if your angle of your arm is wrong, if something is off with the pitch. Yeah. So legal pitches are pitches that are basically the bowler's trying to knock down the wicket, so they have to say that they essentially don't balk and aim at the wicket. And if it's not a legal pitch, it's a no ball and the over has to keep going. You get 6 legal pitches, the over ends, and the bowlers switch sides. So in an ideal series of overs for the India bowlers, they could essentially work over Duckett until they knock him out of the game. The place you can't step past is called the popping crease. All right, we have another actual Oh yeah. No, there has been some good bowling by India. They are working hard trying to knock out these English bowlers but have yet to take a wicket. Meanwhile, Toronto beats Winnipeg 1 to nothing in overtime. I'm sure that the Maple Leaf fans will be very level-headed about that victory. Florida has gotten pizza against Arizona, and the Thunder continue their magic run of dominance in the West over the Spurs, 176 at the end of the third. All right, how did they manage to get a run there? Oh, they did. Would cricket benefit from performance enhancing drugs? I'd like to think that all sports could benefit from performance enhancing drugs, but I'd like to think the ultimate test of athletes is how high they can perform with performance inhibiting drugs in their system. Oh, yeah, they got another run. I believe it was one of those weird okay, we have a 1 LB notice in in this over. I'm not sure what that means, Luke, 1 LB, but the over is continuing and they only need one more bowl to finish it. So, um, okay. Um, England has started well. They were getting a pretty fairly regular series of runs batted in, but after a while, India kind of found its groove with its bowling, and England has had to work much harder to eke out the runs. And it's only meanwhile they got that over, and now they're switching batter. They're switching bowlers, forgive me, and their entire defensive setup in this little pause. 1 LB as a leg by. It's similar to a no ball, but doesn't require an extra delivery to finish the over. Okay, it's another one of those situations where it's more of the bowler. The bowler did something wrong more than the batter, so that's why they get the point. All right, here we are in the seventh elder. Crawley is up to bat now. And already we already have a rouge. Crawley now up to 16 runs on 22 pitches. I know I keep saying pitches when you could say bowls, but it's just I'm American. That's the parlance that mean in the sense that it doesn't get added to anyone's score. Gotcha. I understand. I'll see you Sunday, Cornman. India's doing better right now. They're limiting the damage. A quick grab out of the air by the wicketkeeper is able to keep the English batters frozen. Does every batter bat, or is there some sort of limit? There could be cricket matches where the format has a constrained time limit, or they limit the number of overs that a batter can have, or things of that nature. But the idea is that you end up going through every batter in the lineup. That's how it's traditionally done. So they might try to speed that up for time constrained games, but for test matches like these, yeah, every batter. And I am watching this through Sailing the Seven Seas. But a team can end their innings early in this format. Just like that seems like a little bit of a bit of a gamble. It would be like if the Houston Astros got 5 runs in the 7th inning, only had 1 out, and they said, "You know what? We'll go field now. We bet you can't catch up." Uh-oh. Well, we're back on batting to Duckett, and he has gotten another ball to the boundary. Another 4. Ben Duckett, I think, now up to 19 runs. Nothing off of that. Nothing off of that pitch, and Duckett will wait to try again. All right. All right, this is Siraj apparently who's bowling. And he's going to get another 4 scored on him by Duckett. England is now up 41-0, 41-0 after 8 overs. Oof. They're trying. They're absolutely trying, but well, I mean, playing in the dark is always weird. I mean, I think even in American baseball, they had to take to rubbing dirt on the ball so that it wouldn't be blinding and be actually something duller that fielders would be able to track under the fierce evening lights. All right, they just said if you're an Indian watching this, welcome to Baseball. All right, looks like India has switched out one of their bowlers. And yeah, looks like they've decided to slow things down. Oh yeah, no, this guy is essentially throwing change-ups compared to the other pitches. They weren't able to tag the wicket quick enough for the umpire's liking. All right, let's check this. Nope, weren't able to nail him. 5th pitch of the over. And once again, the Indian bowlers are finding their rhythm again, but can they actually get the wicket? If she has any guts, she will, True North. Oh shoot, we got one. We got a maiden over, folks. We finished that one, and England did not score a single run. So good job by the bowlers for India for keeping the Lions' run total down to 41 for that over. Ooh. All right, they have switched. Oh, they have switched, and they switched out another bowler. Ashwin is now is now going to be bowling, stepping in for Siraj. Apparently, there have been some cheers of enthusiasm from the home crowd. So, and who is he going to be bowling first against? Oh, he's got Duckett. All right. I think he managed that pitch. And it looks like oh, yeah, looks like this bowler is also more of a changeup specialist than a true fastball guy. If that makes sense to all the American viewers who are listening right now. He's barely they're clocking his bowls as we go, and he has barely gotten over 90 kilometers. And I don't know the exact conversion rate, but I do know that miles per hour is usually lower than kilometers per hour. So, ooh, broke nine, broke 90, got to 94. He's playing angry now. What does he do through pitch number 5? He switches it up. Manages to limit it to a single. They're already out there on the boundary, but then just it's like he ended up he literally switched up his entire batting stance. He went from batting essentially right-handed to left-handed and thwacked it in the opposite direction. Since the run of 1 in 17, the appointment of McCollum, they've gone 13 of 18. Damn, that is impressive. All right, 10 overs gone now. And England able to tack on another run and what is a good top of the first for them so far. Oh, yeah, now the cheers are coming up again while all the English fans stare on stoically. All right, meanwhile True North is going to head out. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And they start off with a little dribbling hit to behind, and they're able to score a rouge off of that. Bounces right past the wicket keepers and rolls away. Damn. All right, they get this one at an angle, managed to freeze people in place. All right, actually, let's go and check in on the other NHL scores just to see. All right, good. Kraken's now beating Chicago 3-1, just as they should, and the Canucks are scoreless against the Blues at the end of the second, 2-0. All right, a little bit of a surprise there, and once again, St. Louis just finding ways to be St. Louis, really. Oh, damn, they ended up going for a runoff of a short-range hit, and paid off with an extra run. Good for them. Really, you hated it when it happened, but you were wrong. Oh. What are we at now? Zach Crawley is up to 17 runs on the match so far. Duckett to 25, and meanwhile, Duckett is going to get another 4 off of a deflection off his bat that goes to that essentially goes behind and misses everyone. That's 29 runs so far for Duckett. Now that's consecutive boundaries now for Mr. Duckett. And England is up 52-0. 1 bowl left in this over, and they have adapted a very aggressive. Instead of waiting for the pitches like they were doing earlier, they're going out and attacking them much more. And now that ends the 11th over. 53 runs for no loss, which I assume when they say no loss, that is no wickets taken. Basically, no wicket hit with a ball by the bowler, no batter hitting a pop fly, catch, getting out. And once again, the cheer from the home crowd trying to urge their bowlers on to get that first out of the match. No loss of wicket. Oh yeah, we're gonna. That's the idea, Luke. That's the idea. We'll bring it back again, and just to look in and see if there'll be some other weird opportunity to keep enriching people of the sport. Uh, 36. There we go to Duckett again. Gentle roller that goes absolutely nowhere for the first bowl. Going to be 2 in. Yeah, it depends on the format MKI. In this one, there's going to be 2. And if they don't really get through the entire lineup today, they'll finish it out and do it again tomorrow, because these tests can go for like 5 days if someone gets on a really good run. Like, when you check the scorecards after the match, not only do they have letting you know how many runs a batter got and how many bowls they did on, essentially how many pitches, but also how much time they were out on the field, which can also give you an idea of their impact on the game. Oh, that's an easy chip shot. And that's another one. England's threatening to stretch things out. We have a little bit of a side discussion now between the bowler, I believe Ashwin, and one of the wicket keepers. So y'all know, it goes, we got the batter. Behind him is the wicket, which is the 3 sticks that are planted in the ground with a little spindle on top that you're supposed to knock off. And then the wicket keepers who sit right behind it. Have they got leg before wicket? We might have something. The crowd is cheering. They think they got themselves a wicket on this pitch. All right, we could have a leg before wicket, and this would be taking out Ben Duckett. Basically, if the ball hits your leg first and is determined that the path of the ball would have hit the wicket, then the batter is out for essentially blocking the bowler from getting a fair opportunity to hit the wicket. Yep. The decision has been upheld. We have our first wicket of the game to India, and Ben Duckett is done for this inning. Oh, wow. There we go, folks. And one of the few terms that I know, leg before wicket, and that is how we get things started. Ben Duckett gone for this first inning. 35 runs gathered on 39 bowls. And damn. Oh yeah. No, considering everything and how the bowlers for India really started pouring it on after a shaky beginning, I think I would say it's a decent at bat. When you consider 11, is it usually 9 batters or so, depending on how long this goes? Yeah, that seems like it's hovering around the big middle part of the bell curve. And they try to throw him out before he can make the switch. And damn, just like that, we're over. We have finished the over. Only 1 run scored, wicket taken by India. And the Blues are up 3-1 early in the third period over the Vancouver Canucks. I could not be happier. 11 batters, 10 outs ends the inning. Gotcha, that makes sense. All right, and so now we have moved on to Ollie Pope, who is now the second batter up for England. Is that another 0? Jadeja, I believe, is pitching now. No wickets so far on 11 rolls. They managed to knock that one to the side. Can't be fielded cleanly. And it looks like England will knock in another rouge. From an extremely technical standpoint, you hate that pitch. The one that resulted in the leg before wicket, or the one that resulted in the run I just saw? And another bowl quickly grabbed up. That one, a brief bit of a pop fly, but quickly drops in front of the fielder. Another dribbler fielded quickly by. Oh, the one they're playing on. Okay, the one they're playing on. Gotcha. Brother will win. India will win. I gotcha. All right. They have now moved into the 13th over, 56 runs for 1 wicket. And Pope is currently 0 for 5 in his time at bat. Currently pitching to Crawley right now, but who knows, maybe we can get Pope back into the action as this game, or as this test goes on. No, they were mentioning that India hadn't won a test on hadn't lost a test on home ground since, I believe, 2012, 2013. So nearly were able to grab that one out of the air. At least they're able to freeze the runners. But woof. Oh. Managed to get one, knock one just slightly behind themselves. And get another rouge for the Lions. Looked like that bounced off a couple people before it ended up in the hands of the wicketkeeper. So, oh, it bounced off the batsman's chest. Okay, yeah. England's best is 4th. I have the 4th listed as Joe Root, which is how I was reading the initial lineup that they had listed here on Sky Sport. It is Joe Root. Okay. All right. Zach Crawley now up to 20 runs on 38 balls. Pope has now gotten on the board 1 for 7 and a bit of a muffed catch by the India fielder, quickly recovered, able to limit the damage to only 2 here in the 14th over. England now has 58 runs to 1 wicket. In discussion for best in the world. Oh, all right. And a little bit of perspective for everybody. Each team is actually playing without a few key players. England and India both. Nothing serious, I believe. I believe the majority of absences are currently listed for personal reasons. So there's a chance they could come back later on in the test series, maybe for like the third or fourth test. It is so. Oh, wow. It is so jarring in the advertisements to hear the flat American accents and then the Kiwi accents over it. Like, wow. Oh. Oh, bonkers. Local media, you are a relief for the seriousness of sports. All right, just for the record right now, personal reasons absence for England will be for all 5 games. One for India will be at least 2 of the 5. Oh, okay. Damn. And now the Blues lose only 3-2. The Canucks have gotten back into it. And right now, as we start the next over, or at least try to complete the next over, Pope will be batting. Jadeja will be bowling to him. "12 runs on 3 overs, manages to jam him midway through the swing. Keep that ball from going anywhere close to the boundary. Barely leaves the initial pitch. And a whole bunch of swinging by the English batter, but not a single ball hit. Woof. They nearly managed to get his rear foot off because I believe if his in the process of batting, if his rear foot leaves the ground and they're able to knock the wicket out, he's out. That's the way it's like baseball. That they got to keep at least one foot in the batter's box / base in order to keep themselves safe. Oh my goodness! They take the wicket with a pop fly back to just a little pop backwards back to the wicket keeper. And that is Pope, who's going to be knocked out. 1 run on 11 bowls, and woo! Only getting 1 run from your number 3 is unacceptable. Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it. We have another wicket, folks. And it's Ollie Pope who is going to be taking his leave for this inning. You smell a comeback? Oh, yeah, they definitely could. India definitely could, and now... Yep, caught by Rohit, bowled by Jadeja. Yeah, I probably don't know. I probably wouldn't know how to pronounce that correctly. I will point out that just to try to bridge the gap, I did try to program my lights back here in the colors of the India flag. So that's the best I could do. Oh yeah, I'd say getting getting a batter out in what, yeah, 11, essentially 11 pitches, when these pitches can go up to 70 or 80 or 90 or 100. Yeah, I think that's fantastic for India. But yeah, also just a great job by Rohit to get his hands underneath it. Well, now we're going to have an appeal. India is trying to claim that they got themselves another wicket. Rachel, we've got high stakes international cricket going on. We have to stay up for this. India has now challenged the original decision. They think on field they said the batter is not out. They might have gotten at least 2 runs on this one. And but all right. Not quite sure what they're looking for, but the crowd is cheering. Oh my God, do we have another leg before wicket? We could have another leg before wicket. And we're still waiting. They're taking their time with this, which I appreciate, but I would hope that the announcers would have a little more to say. Meanwhile, Kraken are beating the Blackhawks 4-1. Great, fantastic. Can't ask for anything more on a Wednesday night. Hey. Man, the bakery's closed, man. Give her some downtime. Come on. Oh, they're really taking their time with this one. You're still ahead, won't spoil the outcome. Oh. They are taking their... This is going much longer than the first review did. I think they've got a lot to look forward to. They've got a lot to look through. Oh, damn, Coburg, you showed up. Well, yeah, we have had a early flurry of energy by the English batters, but the Indian bowlers, I couldn't tell whether he might have made a bit of contact with the ball, but I can't tell. Essentially, Rachel, someone threw the challenge flag. And the decision has been upheld. And now end the over. England will get another couple of runs because batters could switch places twice. And now the wicket keepers is going to be talking things over with the umpire, pointing something out on the ball. I don't know. Yeah, but it's the effort that counts, MKI. And if we can make it 6-2 instead of 6-1, yeah, that doesn't really help. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Is Crawley gone? Oh my goodness. On 39 pitches, I think Crawley might be gone. All right, they're going to have to. This is going to be an official review coming down right now to make sure that this catch was legal. Oh, wow. Oh, he just got that. At least from the angle that we've got over here, he cradled that little bastard a couple inches from the pitch. Cricket better than the corrupted Major League Baseball? You ain't wrong. Oh my gosh, we can actually hear the audio deliberations from the umpires. Fingers under, anything else? Go back to the very first one. Wow, this is an amount of transparency that it seems like you would never get from American sports. We're supposed to wait for and the screen decides out. Oh boy. Great catch, and the third wicket is now gone for England. Crawley gone after 20 runs on 40 bowls. Yep. That's a catch wicket. India is doing a great job coming back here in this first inning. Oh, right now, Coburg, this is fantastic. Like, this has been just an immediate burst of defensive pressure by India. Okay. All right. Basic and best way. You hear the deliberation in the arena too? That is awesome. All right. The best way that I can explain it, Rachel, it is baseball's odd cousin that once you kind of understand it, it gets strangely absorbing. I'd say Crawley did decent. I mean, he was able to stick around for a while, but yeah, best way I can explain it is baseball, baseball that wants to just sort of take it easy. You got now Johnny Bairstow will lead the wicket keeper for for the English team now coming up. Yeah, it feels I'm getting the feeling that it's kind of embarrassing to get out in that manner with one of those kind of pop flies. Yeah. It's either knock the spindle off the sticks or get the batter to pop out to the infielders. Yeah, England is doing okay. India and their pitchers are really coming on here in the top of the first inning. Oh, and just to respond to that, they managed to chop one a little bit of a distance, and Bairstow gets his first run of the day after 5 pitches delivered. And England is now up 61 on 3 wickets. The equivalent of a 1-2-3. Yeah, getting 3 outs this early on the way to 10, I think that's a good start. Yeah, I'd say it could be the equivalent to the 1-2-3 inning because it means that you're done with 1 inning. You got 8 more to go, but who knows how long these next 7 outs are going to take. These 2 right now are your best 2. Bairstow and Root. Ollie Popal finished. Well. Jadeja on the first pitch makes contact and dribbles in front of the batter. Nothing doing. Meanwhile, Sabres and Kings are tied at second intermission 3-3. Good. Or strike out the side, yeah. Quick delivery, sideways bats. Quickly scooped up, no advancement. Oh, damn. That one ends up managing to get past a fielder and it reaches the boundary before he can track it down. England, for the first time in a while, scores a 4. No, I don't have any. I don't have any Major League Cricket teams. I knew that the Major League Cricket was happening, but just in the track of trying to keep up with everything else, the system is keep up with everything else this season. It slipped me by. Oh yeah, Tim. India still has a chance. They've managed to get 3 batters out for England so far. Damn. Look at that. They managed to get just past for another boundary. And now Bairstow is up to 9 runs so far. Each team only gets 1 inning limited to 20 overs. Oh, I'd imagine there'd be a fair amount of batter switching in that case. Oh, don't worry, Tim. It's been, I'll just say, interesting times. You're barring yourself from watching them so they win. Thank you. Oh, and it's gonna be another drive, and they able to get it in before it reaches the boundary. And yeah, they limit the damage to 3, but whew. Oh man. India gonna have to work with Bairstow and Root. They're seeming to just score at will. Oh, it's fun. Oh, hopefully I'll be able to catch it sometime soon. January is a bit of a busy month, as you can see. Oh, they managed to get it through on Barstow's watch that time. But they could not tag him out. Meanwhile, Vancouver has pulled their goalie. There's 1 minute left. They managed to catch that one off the batting, but yeah, that one's off stump, so nothing doing. Washington Freedom. Oh, it played in July. And damn, meanwhile, they managed to tack one more on from a bloop grounder that goes off to the side. All right, well, thank you to Mr. Johnny Bairstow. England is starting to build up their total again. 13 runs on 14 bowls, and he's able to knock one another fair distance away to add another rouge. Oh. Oh, did they manage to get him that time? Kip, so far it's going all right. We're having some fun taking in the India versus England Test series. It's Test match number 1, and meanwhile, Warriors beat the Hawks. I couldn't have seen that coming. Another over finishes, 2 runs scored for England. 74 runs on 3 wickets now for the top of this first inning. Atlanta ran out of gas. Oh, that's a shame. And so far, it looks like India's far from giving up. I think that there's a good chance they could limit the damage by England in this first inning. And maybe just maybe, the Warriors can crawl out of the doldrums and back into the wild card. I have plenty of thoughts and concerns, Coburg. I'm going to be saving them all for Ass Talk this week because by then I should have a better idea of who we'll have available to us and whether Deebo Samuel will be, something we'll actually have to contend with. Because I'm assuming that they will wait as long as possible to try to get him back into the rotation. And damn, so far, 3 pitches into the over and nothing doing. Well, we'll see. We will see. We will see about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Meanwhile, Canucks have taken it into overtime. They're able to score a run off of a bloop single where the fielder just wasn't ready to cover. And they managed to break the drought of this over, even if it is for only one. We'll deal with this when it comes to an MKI, but they managed to get another ruse, so England now up 76-3. I think we finished 19 overs so far. At this level, at least 3 or 4. Let's find out for sure, shall we? It's been. I have enjoyed the hell out of this, even though I am fighting all the sleep right now, as you can tell by the fact that I didn't unmute myself. Yeah, so I'm going to be following Ollie probably around the top of the hour. That's definitely what's going to happen. Whew. Apparently, they're having some kind of mandated longer break right now because they've had time to run through the highlights from earlier in the match when Crawley and Duckett were racking up runs early for England. Uh, this evening is too late. It's too late in this evening for legal coffee. It is. I mean, when I was younger, definitely I would have, but I don't think my now frail constitution could handle trying to stay up with coffee. And on the third pitch of the over, they managed to score themselves another rouge. Yeah, and that chant that MKI put into chat earlier, I think I just definitely saw some of the kids in the crowd chanting it. And then the Blues are able to win it in OT. They're able to stop that one before it reaches the boundary. But Lions get another two. And Braden Shen scores the winner for the Blues. That one chipped backwards at a jaunty angle. Gets the English another rouge. And I better update the score totals for Root and Bairstow. Oh, the Blues are kind of having a 500 season right now, so as another 4 runs on this over. That's England 80 for 3. Root 7 for 10. And Bairstow is 15 for 21. Oh. Blues have done better after they fired Berube. So I hear. Oh, damn, and now we're going to have a ball change. Might be just new coach luck. Oh, that constant new coach luck, eh? Craig Berube might have been a benefit of that new coach luck. Yeah, yeah, MKI. The Islanders, I feel like they're going to be wandering the wilderness for at least another year or two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, John Jay, I remember it clearly. That was a joyful time to be a hockey fan. All right, they finally got their replacement ball in. Apparently it apparently had become non-regulation size through all of the bowling and batting that had gone on so far today, and yeah, I'm going to have to think about Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. I'm just wondering how much support and actual, healthy, constructive support he's going to get from Dean Spanos in the front office. That is, I think, well, I think it might be more of a matter of the ball game deformed as it goes, and if it gets like too deformed, I think in one direction or another, then they have to switch it out. Oh, please. Belichick to Atlanta. That definitely sounds like something out of my nightmares. All right, they're able to freeze the runners on that grounder that time. Hold things scoreless through this over. No kidding, he was a quarterback for them? Huh. I don't know how that never clicked. Able to batter Root, able to nail his rear foot down to the ground so they don't have an opportunity to tag him out. And what will this Michael Jordan be doing for themselves? And another sweep shot by, yeah, this is Root is going to tack on another four for the Lions. Yeah, 11 runs on 14 pitches and is able to knock one silly the other direction. Able to get a single run. I think they will settle for two on this play. Oh, I think I'll play Michael Jordan will do well. O lineman, but the memes have been nuts. I don't blame him. All right, 6 runs in that over makes it 86 over 3 wickets for England here in the first inning. And then we'll flip it back to Barstow. I think honestly this might be the last over for me right here. I have got I can feel myself fading very quickly, and there's only so much entertainment that you can get from watching a dude stare off into space during a broadcast. All right, first pitch to Bairstow ends up ricocheting behind, quickly gathered up, nothing doing. Well, they're tied at three apiece out in LA. They try to sweep and they manage to get it Can they save? Limit it to 2? Oh, they limit the damage to 1. So that's going to be 16 on 23 pitches for Bearstone. Now things switch back over to Root. Hey, I did my best to make an effort and at least try to call it in a way that I could understand, in a way that people could maybe understand if they were able to catch a viewing of this. It should be on tomorrow. I mean, whatever they don't get done today, they continue on tomorrow. Oh, 1987. Damn. Yeah, they have made it up to pitch number 5. And able to limit the damage to 1 run so far. And a nice chip shot off to the side. They can only manage a Rouge. Oh yeah, Tim M. This is a good time. And honestly, I'm glad that the game unfolded in a way that I was able to watch so many different kinds of things come into play. And it's nailed things down a bit better for me as well. And with that over, 22 of them gone. England is going to take a 92 runs on 3 wickets so far myself. I got to pack it in. I feel myself falling over. But I'd like to thank all of you who were able to hang out and join me for this little bit of nonsense here on a Wednesday night. We're going to have hockey tomorrow. I believe it's Devils Hurricanes is what I have scheduled. Anyway, it's on the schedule over in the community tab. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do encourage you to check this out because so far this has been really fun to watch. I hope you enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. This is Jim B on 106.9 Click FM. Thank you for tuning in for another Stupid Sports Show. Good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.